and have a good time. Those days are over. It
It
ain't turning back to normal either, man. So now you have the threat of hotspots just being hit by some type of terror attack. And you think Esau Edom is just going to allow this? No, he's going to operate on this. Okay? And again, a snake squeezes you. They're squeezing the people into submission. To the point where people are going to be crying for a solution to all of these happenings, man. So you could be on vacation, enjoying yourself, taking a selfie. All right, and boom. Pure hell. Okay? May Yahawah cover his elect. Okay? You got people in Dubai, they were stuck over there. People who were trying to enjoy themselves, and now the victims of hell. Hell on earth, man. Okay? Let's jump to this. I wanted to play this one as well. Okay? Because the energy crisis is coming as well. What's happening over there in the Strait of Hormuz? Okay, that's going to eventually have severe impact. All right, on your everyday affairs. We told you this. Okay? And this is all associated with the devil coming down with great wrath. Okay?
The International Energy Agency for just tuning in today in its report suggested to governments, this is not a demand yet, these are not mandates yet, but it's suggesting to governments around the world to start implementing something that we call energy lockdowns. They're actually asking for rapid demand reduction. That's their politically correct speak. But what they want governments to suggest to people / mandate is working from home wherever possible, reducing car use, including, for example, license plate directed activity, so that let's just say license plates that start with a certain letter or number can use their cars on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and other license plates that start with a different number could use it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever. They're seriously suggesting that government start rolling this out ASAP. Limiting air travel wherever possible. No shit, didn't we say this is going to happen? They don't want people to travel anywhere. Public transport, and all of those things. Now, we believe that these measures will be taken very seriously and will be discussed publicly. I suspect that in Europe and most European countries, the governments are going to be very pro these measures, and that's what they're going to suggest to people. We should do that. All in the name of preserving oil, because they say the Iran war and the subsequent all but closure of the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important passages in the world where oil is being transported has been disrupted so heavily that only a tiny fraction of the millions of barrels that usually come through the Strait of Hormuz is now coming through. So it's going to be interesting. Please don't look at this as an isolated thing. Don't look at this as sort of just a reaction to what's going on. This is one of the things that was planned. It's part of the Agenda 2030. It's part of the Sustainable Development Goals of the UN that's been put out there, and it's part of the World Economic Forum. What they wanted to do
with that crazy Edomite we had earlier. With the Malthusian theory. This guy? What he was talking about? Yeah, this is tied to that. You know, the global warming, all that.
And all these other scientific organizations that want to mandate the complete transformation of societies, behaviors, and so forth. So this is a solution that was just looking for a problem. Problem arrived. You know, it's the Hegelian dialectic. It's the problem reaction solution kind of deal. And now we have it. So energy lockdowns might be on the bingo card for 2026.
There you go. So these aren't mandates yet, but they are on rights decrees. Okay, what does the scripture say? Isaiah the 10th chapter. Right? We gotta get out of here. Oh, Lord. Isaiah 10 and 1, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. So they already have what they want to do written down. They just need the necessary event to bring it about. And we know prophecy says what? In 2nd Ezra 15. Right? Because people are going to rebel. And this is what really need to wait on. Let's get it in the NGNT. The elites want you people to rebel. They waiting on it. 2nd Ezra 15. And 14, the world and the people in it are doomed. The war that will bring the destruction is very near, and that's what we see happening. And we know the elites, play both sides, but things are going to spiral out of control, man. Nations will arm themselves to fight against other nations. There will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control, while ignoring the legitimate government. There will no longer be free access to the cities, because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion everywhere people live. And this is what everything, all these moves that are being made are going to lead to this. Driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. See? And this is at the time that the Most High is calling all these kings to meet up in the valley of Yahawah for judgment. So yeah. Okay. As a solution to the lack, oil flowing, and to save on energy, right? There's going to be more shutdowns. Okay? And they're going to hit you with another sickness like 2020. Don't sleep on it. I mean, again, he has no way to go but forward with his plan. This is the part of the devil coming down with great wrath. Sit your ass at home. You can't travel this far. You're not going to have access to me. Okay? If you believe in certain ideologies, you gotta go. This man is getting ready to bring it all. He's getting ready to bring it, man. And this is associated with the return of our Lord. Because when he starts to really go in, the Lord is going to lift up a standard against this devil, man. Work from home, avoid air travel to deal with higher energy prices, IEA says. Okay? So as he was going into, you can look it up. This is actually a thing, right? Let's listen to this devil, right? Energy crisis.
Continues stretch to energy facilities is more crisis. Chief of National Energy Agency says that energy assets have already been damaged. Faith Beryl says global economy is under major threat and has issued a stark warning. No country will be immune. He said that the National Energy Agency is consulting with governments in Asia. On the release of
it's going to hit Europe first, but you best believe. All right, the West will eventually see these all of these things are going to be implemented worldwide.
Stop by oil if necessary. The IEA chief began his world tour in Australia as the Asia Pacific is at the forefront of the oil crisis, given its reliance on oil and other crucial products like fertilizer and helium. Transiting the Strait of Hormuz. Speaking at National Press Club in Australia's capital, Beryl says he underlined the threat to global economy while expressing hope that the issue will be resolved as soon as possible. He also said that the government energy crisis exceeded and it exceeds the twin oil crisis in the 1970s, as well as the gas market of even following Russia's invasion of Ukraine combined.
Doesn't Trump very clear. In fact,
So yeah, man. I mean, they ain't nothing but bad times. All right, this thing in Iran. All right, is strategically weakening. All right, the world economy, and that's pretty much all Iran has to do in this war. We know that they can't stand toe to toe. All right, and really fight Babylon like that on paper, but strategic moves like this are working in their favor, and it's collapsing the world economy. See, we play this one. We play this one. Let's see. Give me one second here.
really badly out of control. I wish I didn't have bad news for you today, but things are spiraling really badly out of control. We have three of the wealthy.
Like why is he there?
Yes, Arab nations that are now considering pulling out of the U.S. economy, pulling out investments, because of the cost of this war that has been waged by Donald Trump. And when I say that they are the foundation of our economy, that if they pull out their investments, it could crash our economy, that is an understatement.
So, like we've been saying, a lot of these Arab countries that have, that host, U.S. military bases are being, destroyed. They're being attacked because they're housing U.S. military bases. Some of them are, as we said, going to renege on the deals they have with Babylon. Right, which is going to have major effects on America's economy. Okay, and don't forget, Europe holds bases. All right, these Arab nations hold bases for European countries as well. So what you're getting ready to start to see is, as what she's talking about, allies. All right, basically switching sides. All right, on Babylon and the Beast. All right, and eventually these European nations are going to look at the West and the small hat and say, y'all got to go. And all these nations are just going to come up against them. This is what's being prepared in the spirit, man. Okay?
Now we have this letter that was just sent to Donald Trump and published for all of us to read by the leading businessman of the United Arab Emirates. His name is Khalaf al-Tour. You're going to need to sit down for this as I read this. His Excellency President Donald Trump, a direct question. Who gave you the authority to drag our region into a war with Iran? And on what basis did you make this dangerous decision? Did you calculate the collateral damage before pulling the trigger? And did you consider that the first to suffer from this escalation will be the countries of the region itself? The people of this region have the right to ask as well. Was this your decision alone? Or did it come as a result of pressures from Yahawah and his government? You have placed the countries of the Gulf Cooperation Council of the Arab countries at the heart of danger they did not choose. Thank God we are strong and capable of defending themselves, and we have armies and defenses that protect our homelands, but the question
is America was supposed to be protecting them, but they can't do it. Okay?
Remains. Who gave you permission to turn our region into a battlefield? For before the ink has dried on your border peace initiative that you announced in the name of peace and stability, we find ourselves facing a military escalation that endangers our entire region.
The greater is look at this devil. It's a greater Israel project. To bring peace to the Middle East. Look what is ending in.
So where did those initiatives go? And what is the fate of the commitments made in the name of peace? Most of the funding proposed in your initiatives came from the countries of the regions themselves and from Arab Gulf countries that contributed billions of dollars on the basis of supporting stability and development. And these countries have the right to ask today, where did this money go? And are we funding peace initiatives or funding a war that exposes us to danger? More dangerous than that, your decision does not threaten only the peoples of the region, but also reaches the American people who promised peace and prosperity. And here they are today, finding themselves in a war funded from their money and taxes. Which costs are ranging, according to Institute of Policy Studies, between $40 to $65 billion for direct military operations and could reach $210 billion, including economic impacts and indirect losses if it lasts 4 to 5 weeks.
Billions. 4 to 5 weeks. Billions. And see, before Rome fell, they were heavily militarized, spreading their military too thin. Okay, did Rome become heavily militarized before it fell? If so, how and why? Even internally, they got to send troops to certain states. They send ice to the airports. Yes, the Roman Empire absolutely became more heavily militarized before it fell, especially in its later centuries. Okay? It says early Rome versus late Rome. Crisis forced Rome to expand its military. By the 3rd century, during the crisis of the 3rd century, Rome faced invasions from multiple directions that allowed all of these people, over here in America. Civil wars. Now you got the talks of Iranian sleeper cells. This is going to cause an uptick in martial presence. Civil wars. All right, but you get ready to see that. Economic collapse, you're seeing that. Plagues, you're seeing that. Right? Response, rapid expansion of the army, more troops stationed across the empire. And ISIS is just the beginning of it. Eventually, they're going to send the damn robot police. Emperors relied on military power, on the military to stay in power, to keep, strife going so that they can stay in power. That's what Bibi is doing over there in Israel. It says, leaders like Diocletian and Constantine the Great resurrected the empire, increased army size, and this is talking about the Eastern Roman Empire. Right. Let's go here. Emperors now depend on army loyalty, not just law or tradition. Armies began choosing and overthrowing emperors. They got tired of fighting. Military spending drained the economy. Huge standing armies require pay, food, and equipment. All right. To fund this, heavy taxation increased. So where the people are going to lose their damn minds. Currency was devalued. Inflation. We're seeing all of this. Results, economic pressure on farmers and citizens. We're seeing that here. Decline in productivity. We're seeing that here. Rome began recruiting foreigners. Right? As Roman citizens decline in number or willingness to serve, we're seeing that. Rome recruited barbarian tribes as soldiers. These groups were called, Forward Darty. Problem loyalty shifted from Rome to their own leaders. Some eventually turned against Rome. We're witnessing that now, man. Okay? We're witnessing that now. It's so bad. Let me see if I can find this article. That they're having to Department extends invitation to bring back troops separated for refusing COVID-19 vaccine. So the very people that were kicked out of the military for refusing that jab, they're now offering them the invitation back. Because again, they're getting ready to put troops on the ground. Service members forced to leave the military for refusing the COVID vaccine. All right. Now have an extra year to return to the service if they choose so. Through
Today, in this video, as we said we would, I want to update you on our efforts to reinstate those service members who were unjustly forced out of the military during the COVID-19 pandemic. While I'm proud of our efforts over the past year, our obligations to make things right are not yet complete. I'm therefore extending the application of the Department's reinstatement and return to service guidance established last April.
So you can go fight for a BB in small hats.
The revised guidance will now apply to former service members, our warriors of conscience, who wish to return to service through April 1st, 2027.
Through, like a brother said, hey, big head. After you dog them out, hey, big head.
We're extending this to make sure anybody that wants to take advantage of it has additional time to take advantage of it. Maybe we'll wait to see whether we meant it or not. We do. We hope you'll take a look. To further encourage the return of experienced and dedicated service members, effective immediately,
Through
the active service obligation for individuals returning to service under this guidance is now reduced from 4 years to 2 years. And this change reflects our confidence that returning members will make an immediate and positive impact and aligns our reinstatement policy with the needs of both service members and the military service. Maybe for some 4 years felt like too much, given what had been done to them. We hope too entices warriors of conscience to come back. This modification will be incorporated into all future reinstatement agreements.
Because nobody wants to fight. All right. Let's get that. How you spell it? Yep. Jeremiah 51:30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might failed. They have become as women. They have burned their images. All right. They have burned their dwelling places. Her bars are broken. Different bases over in different places getting struck. People now looking at the internet. They don't want to fight. A war for Israel. Okay, that mighty, General Patton spirit that's gone out of the American military. All right, so what they're gonna start doing is drafting. Okay, military draft. Okay, and the age limit they say is from 18 to 25. See that? So this man is about to lose his mind. He's about to send your sons and daughters over there to get blown in half to fulfill prophecy. Okay? And they're serious. Okay? Again, these, it'll be like, well, it's just a saying, but eventually these things are going to take precedent in the earth. Okay, people, the number of American troops getting injured in the war has climbed to 200. They told you it was 6 for about 3 weeks. A couple of weeks now it's 200. We know it's way more. Okay, so and what did they say when they were interviewed about it? We won't rule it out. So everything is backfiring on this devil. Getting back to this video, though. Let's get this in the book of Obadiah. So the constant war, militarization created instability instead of security. Constant power struggles. Instead of stabilizing Rome, militarization led to constant power struggles. Generals competing for the throne, fragmentation. Right. It's division, military overreach, too many borders to defend, not enough unity internally. Okay? And so forth. And this is going to some of the history that happened in the, Eastern Roman Empire too, but bigger picture, why militarization happened, internal threats because of invasions, internal instability, civil wars, economic decline weakened the state, leaders relied on force to maintain control, Militarization was a symptom of decline, not a solution. And these devils are being weakened. And again, their allies, as we read the book of Obadiah, right? We always think only the European nations are going to turn on them. Their allies over there in the so-called Middle East are going to turn on them. Because their little paradise is being bombed now. Now Iran is saying different vacation and tourist sites. We go bomb them. So they're like, wait a minute, man. You devils have got us involved in. Look, we just trying to chill. But not the Lord. It ain't time to chill. Obadiah verse 7, men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread. All right. And what did these Arab nations do? They took on that dollar. All right. They traded their oil in dollars. All right. And they ate that bread. These different countries that get these aid packages. Right. From Babylon the Great. Okay. They're being called to join. And they're like, wait a minute, man. Hell no. We ain't signed up for all that. America's cursing him out in the news. This man is looking bad. Ain't looking good, bro. Where we at? Oh, okay, we're here.
Not to mention the sacrifice of Americans themselves in a war in which they had neither camel nor she-camel. Which I take that phrase to mean being on foot. You have even broken your promises not to get involved in wars and to focus only on America and put it at the top of your priorities. As you ordered 4 military interventions during your second term that included 7 countries: Somalia, Iraq, Yemen, Nigeria, Syria, Iran, and Venezuela, in addition to naval operations in the Caribbean and the Pacific Ocean. You directed more than 658 foreign airstrikes in your first year in office, which equals the total number of strikes in Biden's entire term, for which you directed your arrows of criticism for involving the United States in foreign wars. Your Excellency, the President, these numbers have severely reflected on your approval rating with Americans, which have declined since your inauguration for the second term by about 9% in just 400 days. These numbers say something clear. Even within the United States, there's growing concern about being dragged into a new war and about exposing the lives of Americans, their economy, and their future to unnecessary risks. True leadership is not measured by more decisions, but by wisdom, respect for others, and pushing toward achieving peace. And if these initiatives were launched in the name of peace, then we have the right today to demand full transparency and clear accountability. Well, good luck. Because we are not getting any of that from the Trump administration, and we never have. And we've been asking, where is our money? Where is our money going? I'm going to step back and give you a final, bigger picture. We have centrist Democrats bought and paid, and every single Republican bought and paid, that are making money because they own stocks in the military-industrial complex, and because their campaigns were significantly funded by the same. And when I tell you, we must identify and elect more progressives in all of these upcoming Democratic primaries happening in a state near you, I cannot stress it enough. We have to stop the insanity.
Through. Let's just look it up. UAE. All right. Pulling out. Okay. Let's see here. U.S. allies and foes left scrambling as Trump catches them off guard on an Iran-U.S. war in Iran. See that? So a lot happening, man.
This is Trump economic advisor Kevin Hassett, and he was on CNBC, and he accidentally let the truth. This is all the only time you can get a gaffe in Washington is when you tell the truth. That's called a gaffe. Lying is how the whole system works. When you accidentally tell the truth, that's a gaffe. So he
be extended. This wouldn't really disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we tend to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's really the last of our concerns right now, because we're very confident that this thing is going ahead of schedule.
So I don't know if you heard what he said. This is going to hurt consumers. That's the last thing we're worried about.
Damn.
Did you hear? I'll play it again.
Fundamentally sound.
If
it would be extended, this
war would be extended. It wouldn't hurt our economy.
It disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's really the last of our concerns right now.
Yes, that's not really going to hurt our economy. Maybe it's going to hurt consumers, but that's really the last thing we're going to get.
Man, these people are crazy.
They say it wouldn't hurt the economy, but it would hurt consumers. Who exactly is the economy for? He asked naively.
Through. Play a little bit of this. Play a little bit of this. We'll get up out of here. Hold up.
As it is today, you have to be blind not to see that the democracy led by the United States have to reassert their will to defend themselves against people who are enemies in time while there's still time, before the jarring gong of danger.
Did you just say the jarring gong of danger? Roll that back.
Before the jarring gong of danger wakes them up too late. This is where we are now. The fact that people don't see that, the fact that a lot of the news media are these guys. This is
the drug addict in the house who's got whole family in the living room going, everybody accuses me of everything. Nobody trusts me. Every time money's missing, he asks me about it. My boyfriend was in his house for 5 minutes, and yet you think me and him took your money. This is insane. I'm going to move out, and I'm going to move out because I have been attacked. The relentless attacks, people that have all the while she's got your money in the pocket. Like this, I've never seen a more violent person talk more about the need for peace. It's the craziest. I've never in my life seen gaslighting like this. This is the most violent person I've ever seen. This guy cannot get out of a war. They're in wars you don't even know they're in. Ground troops in Lebanon, shit to Turkey already. This guy's so off the chain. And yet he's talking about peace and Jesus and Genghis Khan. And even if you have, righteousness with you, that's not enough. You gotta confront all the enemies, and all the enemies are anyone he thinks is an enemy or could become an enemy. It's the gaslighting of the century. It is the drug addict in your house. Every household has a drug addict who gets on a soapbox and starts saying, I cannot believe I've been accused again of stealing money from my older sister. I don't have to take this just because I've been to rehab 5 times and you found the money in my room, and I don't know who put it there, but it was to frame me. I will not participate. I've never seen a person. The thing about Pete Netanyahu is he's kind of soft-spoken. He's not. I'm not going to say he's unsuspecting. He's certainly not. He's been around a bit. But I mean, this guy, he cannot. There's nothing that will be enough for him. And the people that really support this, the people that are like, well, it is in America's interest to be an unwinnable war like Iran and have straight to war who's closed and have oil go up and have potential repercussions financially and lose all their relationships with the Gulf states and have the Gulf pull money out of projects in Silicon Valley, Wall Street, and Hollywood, all these different places, and have our economy go belly up and have a draft and then a nuclear war. It is in America's interest, and if you suggest otherwise, for instance, am I the pig? Everything's just listed as happening. It's not like it might happen. It's literally happening.
Yep.
We're not get Pete Hegseth. This guy, he's coming out every few days. We're winning this war, and there's no evidence of that.
Every few days, Pete Hegseth comes out and says something more ludicrous about what we're going to do to the Iranians. He's like, we're gonna skin them. And you're like, well, we're not doing anything actually. He said something. He's like, we're sharing the ocean with the Iranians. We're giving them the floor tonight. Tonight they're getting the floor of the ocean. It's like, this guy doesn't talk like a Secretary of Defense. I'm sorry, Secretary of War. I don't know how good he is at. And the whole thing is the embarrassment. The reason that America is not just going to walk away from this is because it will show the world that the American empire is in a state of terminal decline, and our dollar will probably be in trouble. Here's Pete Hegseth saying we hold the cards, which, by the way, that means like nukes. What are the cards? Pete Hegseth, friend of the show.
Why are we going to Israel prosecute for the good percent of objectives?
We hold the cards. We have objectives. Good. Those objectives are clear. That's right. What are they? Stop that. What? By the way? What the fuck are they? The objectives are clear. The only time they went near an objective was when they said Iran can't have a nuke, and everyone was like, whatever, okay. Do they have a nuke? Are they close to a nuke? Because this guy has been saying they've had a nuke for 30 years. Well, they're enriching Iran. Okay. Didn't we bomb their nuclear enrichment sites at Fordow and other places? We bombed them. Well, yeah, they didn't do enough. Oh. So what's the goal here? Regime change? Right, so troops on the ground. No. Right, so regime change stuff. How would that happen? Well, the popular uprising. The people of the country? Yeah. Which people? People that don't like the regime. Yeah, they hardliners, they go progressive, they'll figure it out. So the people are going to overthrow the Revolutionary Guard that we can't get rid of. Something like that. Okay, let's watch the rest of the Maybe I'm wrong. Pete Hegseth. And the truth speaks for itself. President Trump is very clear about that. Iran has weaponized energy for decades. Israel has said warning, and POTUS has made it very clear. Iran knows when you hit Card Island and hit military capabilities on Card Island, the only thing we hit, we can hold anything at issue. Anything. The United States military controls the fate of that country. Iran has the ability to make the right choices. It should not, going forward, target Arab allies, Arab countries, trying to create the pain that they've created.
This is just complete foolery. Again, Isaiah 19 and 13. The officials of Zoan are fools. The officials of Memphis are deluded. The leaders of the people have led Egypt astray. Let's listen to a few more of these videos. This is one as well.
The electricity of 85 million people. He just said it out loud, on camera, 48 hours. That is what he gave Iran. Open the strait, or I obliterate your power plants.
And since then, they say had talks, but Iran said we didn't. It's a very interesting time. All right, but something big is about to happen.
Starting with the biggest one first. No water, no hospitals, no heat, no light. 85 million people in the dark. But here is what should terrify you even more. Iran said, if you touch our power, we will destroy every energy and water facility in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain. That is not a threat. That is a promise.
And you hear that, and you're like, well, how does that affect me? Let's go here. All right. Let's how would first off, how would UAE allies to America. With America affect America's economy. I don't know why I keep using this. I'm just so used to it, but let's see if it goes in. See what it says. If the key allies in the UAE region start pulling away from the United States, the impact on the U.S. economy could be serious but gradual, not instant collapse. The effects would ripple through energy, trade, finance, and global influence. Oil markets and energy prices, threat to the petrodollar system, investment flows could decline, military industrial impact, yada, yada, yada. I mean, stuff we've been going into. Let's ask if Iran, because what did he say they was going to destroy? Alright. Let's start it over here.
The electricity of 85 million people. He just said it out loud, on camera, 48 hours. That is what he gave Iran. Open the strait, or I obliterate your power plants. Starting with the biggest one first. No water, no hospital.
Okay, so let's ask if Iran destroys power plants. They will ripple directly into the U.S. economy in several serious ways. Immediate regional shutdown, energy, water crisis, oil supply disruption, gas prices rise in America, everything becomes more expensive, food supply chain get hit, right? Stock market economic shutdown. That's in Zephaniah, right? Howdy and inhabitants of Maktesh. U.S. could be pulled deeper into conflict. It's going to be, cause more troops to be needed, right? Increased military spending, greater geopolitical instability. Okay, higher government spending, shutdowns basically. All right, more national debt pressure. Okay. So the bottom line, if Iran successfully damages UAE power and energy systems, the biggest immediate effect on America is higher energy prices that spreads to food, transportation, inflation, and if prolonged, it can stress the entire global economy. Okay. Let's see what he's saying. I'm going to do now. Yes, just say it. You're starting to see something important. These events aren't random. They connect into a larger global pattern, including food, energy, trade, and power. Let's tie everything you've asked about into one clear system. Let's link it all together. Nebraska wildfires, Mississippi River at low levels, Cuban oil shortages, Middle Eastern tensions, U.S. global aid system. Food production is being strained. Okay, U.S. breadbasket issues, wildfires, loss of cattle feed, Mississippi River shipping disruption, less efficient food production. See, this is all Isaiah the 19th chapter. Global food disruption is weakening, energy problems amplifying. This is the book of Isaiah the 19th chapter in the flesh. This is prophecy in motion. All right? The cruel Lord, right? The cruel Lord ruling over Egypt leads to all of these things happening, man. All right, Isaiah 19:4, I will hand Egypt over to a cruel master, a fierce king will rule them. And basically everything will start to dry up. It will lead to economic collapse. Okay, the leaders will give horrible advice Okay? Out of DC, which is the modern day Zoan, will come foolish counsel. We're seeing that. The Lord has sent, verse 14, the Lord has sent a spirit of foolishness on them. Nothing they're doing is working on behalf of Egypt, of America. All of their suggestions are wrong. They cause Egypt to stagger like a drunk in his vomit. There is nothing Egypt can do. They are all helpless. The head and tail, the noble palm and branch, and the lowly reed. And that day the Egyptians shall be as weak as women. They will cower in fear beneath the upraised fist of the Lord. So this is all prophecy. And eventually it's going to hit to a point where it's going to go, oh shit. You know? So yeah. Very interesting times, man.